This was a dirt road. I'd walk from back there down this road, or I'd ride my bicycle. Used to be wild muscadine bushes growing along here on the left, and our house would be through there, but we had to come around over the crest of the hill and turn right up here. This was the old, we used to call it the Liberty Church Road, and it had the old Douglasville Bridge that I put up some pictures of above it. And that old house is still standing. I had a standoff with a big German Shepherd dog. I had a sling blade with me one day. We had an interesting day that day. So this road, they're calling it West Union Road. It didn't have a name when we lived on it. It was the road that led to my house. Now there were no houses on this road except for one deserted old house up in the woods that nobody had lived in as long as we'd lived there. But I used to walk from back yonder where I showed you down this road. They've leveled this hill out a little bit. Used to be, once I got over this hill, it was a pretty good ride down to the creek. And then I'd take a left and be out to my house in a little bit. That's where the old deserted house used to sit. It was over in there. And my brother's trailer was off to the left down here in a field, and it burned down when I was a kid. So this wild bit right here was our field. We had corn planted in that field right there on the left. And my brother's house sat right over there. There was a bridge right here. Looks like they've just, it ain't even a bridge no more. I don't even see a creek. That looks like the road up to Olin Seagrave's place right there now. There should be a creek there. I bet you can't even see it because it's all grown up and covered up. You see a creek down in there? Yeah, there's one. Barely see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's an old wooden bridge here. It's just a, steel, old wooden beam with a bunch of boards nailed to it. So this would have been, our house would have been right over here on the left. We had a barn up here on the right. There was that's our old barn, or what's left of it.
Huh.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it. I'm glad it's still standing. So on the left, this would have been our house. And there was a lake behind it. My house is gone. That's where I grew up. Huh.
Foundation's there.
Yeah. See that? See that gas tank right there? Yeah. I remember when Dad hauled that gas tank in, and I used to cut grass. I used to cut grass all the way from here back to, of course this was all dirt road and stuff. In fact, Dad moved this road. This road originally ran through right over there, and Dad moved the road up here to give us a little space from the house. And I used to cut all the grass from here up yonder. Of course, we had an old riding lawnmower. It was back in the days when riding lawnmowers were pretty rare. And there was a lake. There was a lake right there.
Right there?
Right there.
Really?
Yep. And the old log cabin was right there.
Right where?
Well, it was that in, this is not the same house. Somebody's built a house on top of where the old house would have been. Pretty much. Dad had a tin garage right here. And down in the valley is probably where the lake was. There was a dam down there. I'm guessing that, the dam must have washed out, and then this is what's left. Huh. Wow. Anyway, it's gone now. Now we know for sure.
Is this like a basement? Do you have like a basement?
Well, our house didn't. Our house had just one side of the house was just built on dirt, and Dad dug down. Dad put a lower basement and a top store on the end of the house. I'll show you some old pictures of it when I get home.
The lake was right there? I mean...
Yeah, the lake was right there.
You just went out the door and there it was.
You know, yeah, the end of this tank, it dropped down. Actually, the lake might have been right where we're standing, right in this hole. They may have built that down in there in the house. Yeah. There used to be a magnolia tree over there. And this is a dogwood tree, I believe. Mom had a dogwood tree in the front yard, and she had some holly trees, some holly bushes. Huh. Huh. I'm gonna ride on down this road, if you don't mind. I just want to see what it looks like down to the river. The Dog River was down there, and there was another bridge on that end. And we had a chicken house on the other end of the dam. The dam would have been right over there. I can't believe this old building right here is standing though. This was where I remember Dad had an old Ford 8N tractor used to park out in front of this little barn. This was our little kind of our little storage barn. That's about all that's left of it. Bless his heart. And there was it used to be a pear tree right here too, right over here. Let's see if I can take a picture of that for my brother. Used to be a, huh? Yeah. There used to be a pear tree that sat right in here. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of them old pines. I was telling you about them pines. They're bad about falling down on top of buildings and such. Huh. Huh. But that gas tank there, I remember the day Dad hauled it in and put it there. That propane tank. I used to play in the creek right over there.